Who is most likely to stay with Betty's children? Kenyan Online are asking the same question. But today we have the lawyer, Danstan Omari, who is giving his own way of thinking. And because he's a lawyer, he has this to say. So stay calm, stay tuned, and listen to his words. According to him, he says that the father, the biological father who is Kanyari, he's most likely. And another side, he also says that the other husband, he is also most likely to be with the kids. So today, he has a lot of episodes that he is giving out. You listen and see how the law in Kenya works. Wow, this is what people are saying. Comment section. Asante sana wakili. Thank you wakili for sharing. I love this. Kanyari apewe watoto wake jamani. Bwana wakili, Kanyari isn't the surviving spouse but ex-husband. Kindly clarify. Wow. Usiwahi sikiza kitu inaitwa ex-daddy. Betty was Kanyari's ex-wife. Lakini watoto ni wa Betty na Kanyari. Hakuna penye hiyo tash inaonekana. Oh, comment section. You are right. America will not give any adoption grant neither to stepdaddy until the kids are 18. What if the children don't want to be with the biological father? They can stay with grandma, the mother of the Betty, not stepdad. I suppose that if not Kanyari, then it should be Betty's mom to take care of children. Betty recognized the law of Kanyari. The money Kanyari made was used to raise the kid. Why do public bring issues that are easy to solve? These are the comment section. Okay.
Of the late Bet. Welcome to Court Helicopter News, a special edition on the question of who is likely to have the custody of the children of the late Bet Bio. Episode 1, we have said that Kanyari, the biological father, is likely to have custody of these children. In this episode, Port Helicopter looks at the chances of Tash Hiram Gitau, the husband to Betty Bio, taking Kanyari's children. And here, Bet Bio's children with Kanyari are also likely to go to Hiram Gitau. 95% Hiram is likely to succeed on these children and get custody. Why? Section 34 of the Children Act deals with transmission of parental responsibility and custody when one dies. In Section 34, and I want to say, in Section 34, Section 34, subsection 6, provides that if Betty Bio got married to Hiram Gitau Tash, he took over the children of Kanyari. He has been supporting these children. The question the court will do under the Constitution, Article 53, is to call for the children to come and give their wishes. Under the Children's Act, any child of mature age, and I'm made to understand the first child of Kanyari and Betty is around 13 years old, the court is going to call for that child. The court will listen to the ascertainable wishes of these children. A children officer is going to be sent to interview the children, to interview Kanyari, to interview Hiram, tash and also interview the family, the relatives of this place. 2, if the wishes of the children are that they stay with the tash, the court is not going to run away from that, especially if the wishes of the children, these children are of age. Number 2, under the Children's Act, the customs in the principles of looking for custody, the customs of where the children are, the traditional customs matter. Bitibayo is a Kikuyu, Kanyari is a Kikuyu, and Tash is a Kikuyu. Under Kikuyu customary law, which the Children's Act recognizes, which also the Constitution recognizes, if he paid dowry and he paid for the children, the question the court is going to ask, is that culture repugnant to morality and justice? Can one pay dowry and pay for children? Are children chattels to be bought? But if that custom aligns with the ascertainable wishes of these children, that the children want to stay with the tash, the children want to live with the tash, the customs is in support of tash, the social inquiry by the children officer finds out that these children are better placed to stay with the tash, tash will carry the day. So this is not an easy matter. It is going to be argued by serious lawyers to ascertain who actually gets the custody of these children. So in this argument, the court will look at what is the best interest of these children. Are the children going to be better under Tash, Hiram, or are the children going to be better under Kanyari? The third principle, why Tash is likely to succeed in this matter, the law provides that children who are brothers and sisters, siblings, cannot be separated. These children, 2 have Tash as their father. The other 2, or whatever number, have Hiram as their father. But the constant figure is their mother. So the law will bring these children together, because you cannot separate siblings under the Children Act and under the law called the Constitution. Because Tash has 2 biological children, there is no way those children, because they are not known to Kanyari, they are foreigners to Kanyari, the court cannot order Tash's children to be carried and be handed over to Kanyari. But Kanyari's children are well known. They are bonded with the Tash's children. They have been staying with the Tash's children. They have been together with the Tash's children. They have a body chemistry with the Tash's children. And therefore, the law now will definitely say, for these children not to have what we call, we expose these children to mental anguish, to torture, to stress, and to a lot of problems, let the children continue staying where they were. What does the law say? The law says if children have stayed with somebody for more than 3 years, under the Children's Act, you cannot remove those children from a place they have been staying for 3 years continuously. Various children have been staying with the Tash for over 3 years. Nobody can remove those children from there and take them to Kanyari unless there are compelling reasons. So the court will uphold that principle that you cannot remove children who have been staying where they have been staying for 3 years continuously and take them to Kanyari, who is a late father. Here the principle is clear. It is not who is the biological father. It is the question who has taken responsibility and who has provided that comfort, that situation where the children have been growing comfortably. Based on that, here, if the court argues that and Tash gets a proper legal representation, Tash has 100% chances of having those children together with his other children. But mark my words, this is a battle that is going to start from the children's court. I'm definite it will go to the High Court, it will go to the Court of Appeal, and most likely, this will be the first case that will be going to the Supreme Court for testing whenever such a situation arises. Because the Children's Act, the Constitution never imagined a situation like this. Court Helicopter News has now told you in 2 episodes. In one scenario, Kanyari has an upper hand. In the second scenario, we have Tash having an upper hand. In the third episode, which is coming shortly, is now my interpretation why I think and the way I see it. It's a very short program. Third episode coming shortly. Wakili Dance and Omari. Welcome to this Court Helicopter Explainer that touches on the question of the children of Betty Bayo. First, Court Helicopter passes condolences to the family of Betty Bayo and the children of Betty Bayo. May God rest her soul in eternal peace. But her death has raised a lot of discussions on social media. She has 2 children with the Kanyari. She has 2 children with the Tash. Who will take Betty Bayo's children, especially the children that Kanyari is the father? Kanyari has gone all over saying he will take up these children. Kenyans have different versions about it. In these 3 short episodes, we shall be dealing with the law, the Children Act, Section 34, that deals with transmission of parental responsibility once a parent has died. Section 34 deals with a situation where a mother dies. In Section 34, 1, the law says if the mother dies, the surviving spouse, that is the father, we shall take the full custody of those children. So in this Section 34:1, Kanyari is going to go with these children. Hate it or love it. That is Section 34:1. It also says, if Betty Bayo, before she died, she had appointed a testamentary guardian, a guardian that has been appointed by a will. Mark this. If Betty Bayo had appointed a testamentary guardian by a will, that guardian will have the shares of custody with Kanyari. But also, the law moves down further and says Kanyari can object to that person being given rights of custody or rights of access. So the question, as I said, These are short episodes. Section 34.1 provides that upon the death of Bidibayo, Kanyari, who is the father of these children, unless there is a dispute of DNA testing, Kanyari is the rightful person. So in this episode, Kanyari has an upper hand. Kanyari will have his children. But that does not mean the other husband shall not put up a fight. Because this is the first time a controversial issue has come out. And that is why we are doing special episode to tell you what the law is. Episode 1, Kanyari takes the children pursuant to section 34.1. 1. That is the law. You'll hate it, you'll not live it. The questions about suitability of Kanyari to have these children, we shall discuss it later. Why? The issue before the court shall not be what you think about Kanyari. Either the drama he does or the manner he behaves. The questions the court will be looking at, is he the surviving spouse? 2, has he in any manner hurt these children? If his behavior is repugnant to you or to the public, that behavior does not stop Kanyari from being the father of these children. The law provides that children must grow within a family. And the family is defined to be a father and a mother. And the law provides that once one parent moves away, transmission of the rights of the father to the mother are sacrosanct and you cannot challenge it. The question people will want to ask, is Kanyari fit? The question is, Betty Bayo was above 18 years when she decided to give birth with Kanyari. She was never forced to give birth with Kanyari. Those children